Looking for a low-maintenance strategy to keep your garden green year-round? Evergreen ground cover plants provide beauty, structure, and practical answers such as weed reduction and erosion management, all while filling in those awkward gaps in your garden. 25 evergreen ground coverings in this video are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also useful for many kinds of gardens. From sun-loving to shade-tolerant choices, you will find ideas that fit your style and area. Let us start right now. Let's begin with Japanese spurge, also known as Pachysandra terminalis, a dense, shrubby evergreen ground cover native to Japan. It grows well in USDA zones 4 through 9 and reaches up to 12 inches in height. In colder regions, it may act more like a semi-evergreen, shedding some of its leaves. Japanese spurge is ideal for shady spots, thriving in part to full shade and preferring well-drained soil. Its small, finely toothed leaves form a lush green carpet, and in early spring, it produces delicate white flowers that subtly brighten the garden. Just a note, it can spread aggressively, so it's best planted in areas where it can be easily contained. Next on our list is creeping thyme, or Thymus serpyllum, a charming ground cover that stays evergreen in areas with mild winters, making it a semi-evergreen in cooler climates. It's known for its drought tolerance and low growing, woody stems lined with tiny, bluish-green oval leaves. Although the leaves are fragrant, this variety isn't the best choice for cooking. What really makes it stand out are the bell-shaped purple flowers that bloom in summer, attracting bees and other pollinators. Creeping thyme is hardy in zones 4 through 9 and is a lovely option for adding color and texture to sunny, dry spots in your garden. Moving along, we have English ivy or Hedera helix, a fast-growing and aggressive perennial ground cover. It's hardy in zones 4 through 9 and is often used to quickly cover difficult or bare areas in the garden. However, keep in mind that it's considered invasive in some regions and is toxic to both humans and pets. English ivy is a cascading and climbing plant with waxy, leathery leaves that are deeply lobed and marked with striking white veins. In late summer, it produces small yellow-green starburst flowers, which later turn into berries that attract birds. While it's a vigorous grower, it's best managed carefully to prevent it from overtaking other parts of your landscape. Now let's take a look at creeping juniper, known botanically as Juniperus horizontalis. This low-maintenance evergreen ground cover is loved for its horizontal, plume-like branches and spreading habit, perfect for gardeners who want coverage without the fuss. Its soft blue-green foliage often takes on a reddish tint during the winter months, adding seasonal interest. Hardy in zones 3 through 9, female plants produce tiny, hidden flowers that develop into bluish-gray berries. Depending on the cultivar, creeping juniper can spread 6 to 8 feet wide and grow up to 2 feet tall. One popular variety, blue star juniper, works especially well in rock gardens and is excellent for controlling soil erosion. Next up is dwarf lingonberry, a charming evergreen ground cover that stays compact, growing just 4 to 6 inches tall and spreading gently through runners. In spring, it shows off delicate pink, bell-shaped flowers, which later turn into bright red, edible berries in the fall. Its glossy, oval leaves provide year-round greenery, making it a beautiful and functional addition to the garden. Dwarf lingonberry is hardy in zones 3 through 7 and prefers cooler climates where summers aren't too intense. In the wild, this plant plays an important role as a food source for animals like black bears, moose, caribou, and hares, a great choice if you want a bit of nature's charm in your landscape. Let's continue with creeping rosemary. This fast-growing ground cover is often called trailing or prostrate rosemary for its low, spreading habit, reaching up to 3 feet wide. It features gray-green, lance-shaped leaves that are not only aromatic but also edible, adding both fragrance and flavor to your garden. Throughout the warmer months, you'll see clusters of pale blue flowers that attract pollinators and bring a soft touch of color. Native to the Mediterranean, creeping rosemary thrives in zones 8 through 11 and prefers full sun and well-drained soil, making it a perfect choice for warm, dry climates. Coming in at number 7 is bearberry. This hardy evergreen ground cover is a favorite among wildlife, including bears, and is a great choice if you're looking for something low maintenance and resilient. Bearberry thrives in sandy, nutrient-poor soils and easily withstands freezing temperatures, making it perfect for USDA zones 3 to 7. It prefers full sun, but can also tolerate dry shade. Spreading by rhizomes, it forms a dense mat of deep green waxy leaves. In spring, bell-shaped pink flowers bloom with a lovely fragrance, adding a soft touch of color and seasonal charm to your landscape. Let's talk about hens and chicks, a popular evergreen ground cover that's perfect for dry soil and rock gardens. These succulent plants are incredibly drought-tolerant, storing water in their fleshy leaves. In fact, they were once planted on thatched roofs to help prevent fires, a fascinating bit of garden history. Hens and chicks thrive in zones 3 through 8 and are often found in garden beds and container arrangements. Their leaves form large rosettes, the hen, which produce smaller offsets called chicks. While the hen dies after sending up a tall flowering stalk, the chicks continue to grow and slowly spread. Though they're slow growers, give them some bare soil and they'll gradually multiply, forming a unique and low-maintenance ground cover. Up next is creeping myrtle, also known as vinca minor, one of the best evergreen ground covers for deep shade. With its glossy green leaves and eye-catching lavender flowers, it creates a beautiful, low-growing carpet that also helps suppress weeds with its strong root system and dense growth. It thrives in zones 4 to 9 and prefers partial to full shade, making it ideal for those darker garden corners. The star-shaped purple flowers add a lovely contrast to the foliage, blooming throughout the spring. While it's a tough and attractive plant, do note that it's considered a noxious weed in parts of North America and should be avoided in those areas. Also, it's toxic to pets, but it can handle dry soil conditions fairly well. Now let's look at creeping phlox, or Phlox subulata, a semi-evergreen ground cover that creates a low, thick mat of greenery. It stays under a foot tall and becomes especially eye-catching in early summer when it bursts into bloom with vibrant pink, star-shaped flowers that nearly cover the foliage. Creeping phlox is hardy in zones 3 to 9 and adapts well to a range of soil types, from acidic to alkaline. However, it performs best in well-drained soil and full sun. This low-maintenance plant is a great option for adding color and ground-hugging texture to borders, slopes, and rock gardens. Next on our list is black mondo grass, a stunning evergreen ground cover known for its dramatic purple-black foliage that adds year-round interest to the landscape. It thrives in full sun and is hardy in zones 6 through 11, preferring moist, well-drained soil. Each clump of this slow-growing plant reaches about 8 inches tall, forming a low, textured border with a unique ornamental look. In the summer, it produces delicate purple flowers that contrast beautifully with the dark leaves. For a more compact option, mini mondo grass offers similar appeal with deep green foliage and a height of only 4 inches, perfect for edging or filling small spaces. Now let's talk about creeping raspberry, a unique ground cover that stays evergreen in zones 7 through 9. It thrives in full sun to partial shade and handles dry conditions and sporadic watering with ease, making it a tough yet attractive option for many landscapes. During the summer months, it produces small white flowers that may be hidden among its dense emerald green lobed leaves. The plant also bears edible fruit, though you'll want to be cautious of the thorns along its woody stems. As a bonus, the foliage turns a beautiful reddish hue in winter, adding seasonal color and visual interest to your garden. Let's move on to creeping jenny, a fast-spreading ground cover known for its vibrant lime green leaves and ability to thrive in challenging spots. Hardy in zones 3 through 8, it stays colorful year-round and even adds a bronze tint to its round leaves in the colder months. While it's visually striking, creeping jenny is considered a noxious weed in parts of North America, so it's important to check local guidelines before planting. Thanks to its tough root system, it can grow in both full sun and full shade. In summer, it brightens up with cheerful yellow flowers. It's best used in contained areas where you need fast coverage but want to avoid it overwhelming the rest of your garden. Next is prostrate rock cotoneaster, a hardy evergreen ground cover that performs well in colder climates, thriving in USDA zones 4 through 7. It prefers full sun for best results, but can tolerate partial shade without much trouble. This plant features tiny, glossy leaves and a dense network of intertwining branches. In late spring, it produces small white flowers that later develop into bright red ornamental berries, adding year-round interest. While it grows upright to about 1 to 2 feet tall, its spreading habit allows it to cover a space 5 to 8 feet wide, making it a great option for covering larger areas with minimal maintenance. Let's take a look at spotted dead nettle, a versatile ground cover that stays evergreen in milder climates without harsh winters. It's a hardy perennial for zones 3 through 8 and does well in full to partial shade, even tolerating moist soil as long as it drains well. Its serrated leaves have a striking silvery sheen that stands out in the garden, and in summer, it adds color with clusters of small purple flowers. As the stems touch the ground, they naturally root, gradually forming a soft, spreading mat. Spotted dead nettle stays under a foot tall and typically spreads about 2 to 3 feet wide, making it a great option for shaded beds or woodland gardens. Up next is Siberian cypress, an extremely cold-hardy evergreen ground cover, perfect for zones 2 through 7. Its soft, feathery foliage resembles that of juniper and turns a rich brownish purple during the winter months, adding seasonal character to your landscape. While it doesn't produce flowers or berries, it spreads generously up to 12 feet wide and can grow as tall as 18 inches. It's a great choice for rocky hillsides or areas with thin soil, offering excellent erosion control. Siberian cypress prefers full sun to partial sun and needs a moderate amount of water. You can also shape or prune it easily to suit your garden's design. Let's move on to Angelina stonecrop or Sedum rupestre Angelina, a vibrant, low-maintenance ground cover that's hardy in zones 5 through 9. It features green, needle-like foliage that shifts to a bright yellow in winter, adding a splash of seasonal color. In summer, yellow star-shaped blooms appear, enhancing its visual appeal and making it a standout in rock gardens or borders. This moderately fast-growing plant loves full sun and is drought-tolerant once established. Angelina stonecrop is an excellent choice for gardeners seeking a tough, attractive ground cover with year-round interest and very little upkeep. Next is the Christmas fern, named for its ability to stay green through the holiday season in areas with mild winters. It's hardy in zones 3 to 9 and grows in attractive clumps that reach 1 to 3 feet tall and wide. Christmas ferns thrive in moist, well-draining soil and prefer full to partial shade, making them perfect for planting beneath trees or large shrubs. Not only do they add lush greenery to shaded areas, but they also help prevent soil erosion. While they don't produce flowers, their springtime fiddleheads add a lovely touch of texture and interest to any garden. If you're looking for a cold, hardy ground cover that can handle tough conditions, the globe ice plant is a fantastic option. This resilient succulent thrives in zones 6 and up, and it's well adapted to survive with very little water. Its thick, woody stems are lined with tiny foliage that stays vibrant year-round, giving your landscape a tidy, textured look. In spring, it puts on a colorful show with small, bright pink flowers that really pop against the greenery. Globe ice plant stays compact at under 5 inches tall, but can spread up to 15 inches, making it perfect for borders, rocky areas, or sunny slopes. Let's take a look at Corsican mint, a fragrant evergreen ground cover that thrives in mild climates and is hardy in zones 6 through 9. While it adds a lovely touch to shaded spaces, be aware that it can be aggressive and is considered invasive in some parts of the U.S. This tiny plant only grows about 1/4 of an inch tall, but don't let its size fool you. It will quickly spread to blanket an area. Corsican mint is perfect for tucking into walkways, between pavers or shaded crevices where it can be kept in check. One of its most charming features, step on it, and it releases a refreshing minty scent that adds a sensory delight to your garden. Now let's explore brass buttons, a charming ground cover that forms a dense, low-growing mat, perfect for rock gardens or filling small spaces. It's hardy in zones 4 to 10, though it stays evergreen primarily in the warmer zones 9 and 10. This plant features delicate, fern-like foliage and produces tiny yellow-green disc-shaped flowers that resemble little buttons. It thrives with regular watering and prefers full sun in mild climates. Brass buttons is a great way to add both texture and subtle color to your garden floor. If you're looking for a ground cover with a bit more height and structure, wall germander is a fantastic choice. It grows up to 1 foot tall and spreads about 2 feet, making it ideal for mass plantings that add texture, color, and help with erosion control. This hardy evergreen, suitable for zones 5 through 9, features aromatic dark green leaves with finely toothed edges. In July, it produces small purple flowers that bring a lovely splash of color to sunny spots. Wall germander prefers full sun, well-drained soil, and moderate moisture, a great option for gardeners wanting something ornamental yet practical. For dry, sunny areas, prickly pear cactus makes an excellent evergreen ground cover. It thrives in hot climates with little rainfall and is remarkably hardy, growing well in USDA zones 3 through 11. This resilient plant forms clumps that can reach several feet tall and wide. In early summer, it puts on a stunning display of yellow flowers with striking red centers. Prickly pear grows best in dry, sandy soil and is highly drought-tolerant, a bold and beautiful choice for xeriscaping or desert-style gardens. Let's take a look at Hugendorn Japanese holly, or Ilex crenata Hugendorn, a compact evergreen ground cover that brings year-round beauty to your garden. It stays low to the ground and spreads up to 2 feet wide, making it a great alternative to boxwood with its similar flattened, glossy leaves. Hardy in zones 6 through 9, this plant thrives in full sun and well-drained soil. In spring, small white blooms appear, adding a delicate touch to its dense foliage. Hugendorn Japanese holly needs moderate watering but can handle short dry spells between waterings, making it both elegant and easy to care for. Finishing off our list is the beautiful candy tuft, an evergreen ground cover that truly lives up to its name. This plant bursts into bloom with clusters of bright white flowers, drawing in pollinators and creating a soft, snowy effect across your garden. Candy tuft is hardy in zones 3 through 8 and is perfect for sunny, drought-tolerant landscapes like xeriscape yards. It grows in bushy mounds about 12 inches tall and wide, providing a neat, low-profile look. While it loves the sun, it does require well-draining soil to thrive. Even after the flowers fade, its rich dark green foliage stays vibrant through the winter, offering lasting beauty year-round. And there you have it, 25 evergreen ground cover plants that can add year-round beauty, structure, and function to your landscape. From sun-loving succulents to shade-tolerant spreaders, there's something on this list for every garden and every climate. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow garden lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to PlantDo Home and Garden for more practical gardening tips and inspiration. Thanks for watching and happy planting!